Hello everyone, I am Amber Noor Mustafa. I am a Fulbright PhD candidate at Florida State University in the International and Multicultural Education program. I also like to believe that I am a storyteller, and today I will tell you the success story of a digital learning community of teachers in Pakistan that can easily be replicated in any other school context with even very basic technological infrastructure. I presented this research recently at the 10th South Asian Media and Cultural Studies Conference, um, which is organized every year by the College of Communication and Information, Florida State University. So, moving on, the protagonist of my story today is a Pakistan based private school system with schools in 8 countries and more than 200 branches within Pakistan. Historically, the organization had a complex, centrally controlled relationship with schools, where groups of schools reported to school group offices, who reported to regional offices, who disseminated policies and information shared by the sole policymaker, the head office. In January 2019, a system wide realignment exercise was executed to put the schools at the center of decision making by connecting them directly with the head office. While this facilitated grassroots engagement and bottom up decision making, the challenge of this new structure was to provide support in teaching and learning to such a large school audience from one centralized office and only 12 subject specialists. Integrating the professional learning community framework by DuFour 2005. New avenues for sharing and enriching pedagogical practices through utilization of technology were explored, with the aim of creating a learning community of teachers where there is ease of use and accessibility to bridge the gap between curricular expectations and teaching and learning practices in schools. And finally, to establish an interactive forum including all stakeholders. It was therefore decided that Google Classrooms would be used as a platform to connect around 150 school heads, more than 600 middle managers, and some 6,000 plus teachers, with the 12 curriculum developers sitting at the head office through coordination and effort of the human resource, IT, and education departments. The school staff could then share best practices, give feedback, ask questions directly, not only from policymakers and curriculum developers, but also from each other. This live forum of around 100 classrooms made the engagement of all stakeholders possible. It also served as a repository for subject-wise and class-wise resources for all classes. This is a screenshot of the interface of the classrooms. As you can see, class-wise, subject-wise division is there. Teachers were added to different classrooms by the system automatically through existing databases. This is what one of the classrooms looked like from inside. You can see the list of resources and how people could connect with each other. The stream is where they were talking to and with each other and interacting. DuFour 2006 says that to create a professional learning community, focus on learning rather than teaching, work collaboratively, and hold yourself accountable for results. As I was coordinating the project, I decided to study its effectiveness. Hence, feedback was collected in 3 ways: through a survey from everybody on the platform, interviews with selected staff members, as well as through the analysis of the comments on the discussion forum, which I just showed you, which was the stream of these Google Classrooms. This is the result of the survey. You can see about 91% people thought that this TLC was a enriching learning experience for them. Then we also got a lot of feedback about how useful it was, but there were also suggestions of how we can improve it further. The program had a lot of strengths, which we were able to highlight with this analysis. It provided speedy access to a large audience. Then it was adding value to teaching and learning because of this. Specific subject and class-wise support mechanism was available to school staff. There was direct access to subject specialists without any layers of hierarchy. Then there was a variety of resources to pick and choose from, and that was not prescriptive. So teachers could utilize their reflective skills, and through their autonomy, they could use whichever resource they thought was most relevant and most suited to the content and the topics and the learning outcomes for any given lesson. And then this, of course, then provided opportunities for professional development of teachers. It could be, very structured professional development, which was uploaded on these classrooms by the head office, or it was informal professional development through the exchange of learning between everybody who was part of this platform. The best part was everything was available online and it was at no cost to anybody. It also helps standardization of practice nationwide in all the branches. But of course, there were some challenges as well. The varied audience across the country made the content design very difficult. Relevance, cultural norm, teacher understanding, they were different in different parts of the country. There were IT challenges, not only in terms of the skill of the user, but also the different technology infrastructure that was present in different branches. It was also difficult to change existing practices. For example, teaching related to teaching, related to use of technology, mindsets of teachers. That was also a challenge. Changing culture of compliance was another challenge, because the idea was to encourage two-way collaboration and two-way conversation and flow of information. But changing this culture of compliance and changing a top-down approach was something which was a bit of a challenge. We tried to mitigate these problems and challenges as much as we could, but nevertheless, the overall perception of this platform was that it helped to develop support networks and gave easy access to a large reservoir of resources. It thus helped improve learning experiences for students. It especially proved to be really valuable when transitioning into the COVID lockdown. So we got lucky because right after we started this initiative, the pandemic hit, and we could seamlessly and very smoothly transition into lockdown because of the existence of this online communication network. So thank you so much. I look forward to your comments. I look forward to your questions. Please stay connected. Please follow my Facebook page, and we will continue these useful conversations. Thank you.